There was a rumor going around last week that Jurassic World Rebirth's runtime was 1 hour and 40 minutes in total, which by Jurassic standards would be a little bit short. The oddity, of course, being Jurassic Park 3. However, this rumor is more than likely untrue, and I actually think the runtime will end up being much longer than that. The rumor first originated from a French website called Cine, which is basically a French IMDb. The website listed the runtime for Rebirth as 100 minutes or 1 hour and 40 minutes. For some context, Jurassic Park's runtime was 2 hours and 7 minutes, The Lost World's 2 hours and 9 minutes, JP3's was cut short at 1 hour 32 minutes, Jurassic World came in at just over 2 hours, Fallen Kingdom 2 hours 9 minutes, Dominion was the longest so far, 2 hours 27, with the extended cut coming in at 2 hours 40. Now comparing that to some of Gareth's film, his debut movie Monsters clocks in at 1 hour and 37, 2014's Godzilla ran just over 2 hours, Rogue One was 2 hours 13, and his latest film The Creator was 2 hours and 13 as well. So just given all of those runtimes, Jurassic films and Gareth's films average over 2 hours in length, and I'd imagine the same is going to be true for Rebirth, but then you never know. We've heard a lot about how this story is going back to basics, and while that doesn't mean anything about the runtime, of course, Rebirth's story might just be simple enough that it only came out at 100 or so pages, which estimates to around 100 minutes or so in screen time. But saying all of that, this rumor is just not true. The listing on Cine is not true. Jurassic World Rebirth's runtime is currently unknown. And funnily enough, while I was digging around for this, I found that Cine has now removed the runtime from their website. I also found that the UK cinema chain Cineworld currently lists the movie at 150 minutes, 50 minutes longer, coming in at 2.5 hours, which is also unlikely to be true, although that's a thick runtime that we wouldn't turn down for a Jurassic film. To be clear, on a personal level, I don't care about the runtime. Some movies tell their story well in 90 minutes or less. Some require 2 or more hours. Not every movie needs to be over 2 hours long. And in the run-up to the film's release, many movie information and ticketing sites use placeholder runtimes to fill out their information and pages. We will surely hear of an official runtime and rating for Jurassic World Rebirth sooner rather than later, but for now, that runtime just is not known. How long do you expect Rebirth to be? While Gareth's films aren't as lengthy as I remember them being, he's definitely a director who keeps things moving, but equally, he is fantastic at very slow building sequences that drum up the tension. His films are paced and flow really quite well. It's just what Jurassic needs. As covered in the last video, Alexandre Desplat has been announced as the composer for Rebirth, and a commenter on that video pointed out a specific track from Harry Potter that sounds very Jurassic. And honestly, they're right. This track is fantastic. It was great to see all the positive responses to the announcement. He seems like a real great fit to take on this franchise. Thank you to everybody who watched that video, and thank you so much for making it to the end of this one.